Yesterday, I got up at around 6 p.m. Uh, I ate like shit, you know. I didn't work out. I didn't do any work like for college or anything like that. I kind of just lay there all day. Um, you know, and look, there's obviously something wrong with it, but it's completely fine to have days like that. But it's not fine for the reason why. And I think the reason why is when you kind of use your productivity as a coping mechanism, because I feel like for me, I do that quite a lot. I think it's most of the time it works in my favor and I'm able to get a lot done and I can feel really good about myself. Like, of course, I look back, I've changed a lot of bad habits and I'm doing a lot better for that. And I can look back and go, I'm really proud of that. But there are times where it's like I will start the day kind of badly. I'll sit there in bed and I'll take maybe an hour to get up, and for me sometimes that just sets the tone. Like I'll do that and then I'll feel like shit for doing that, and being on my phone, and then I'll go downstairs and I'll usually have like a nice healthy breakfast, start my day. I'll make something that's so easy and simple because I just can't be bothered anymore. And then I will go and just lie on my phone and watch TikTok instead of doing work, going on a run, you know. And it just sets me on this whole domino effect of me just doing nothing, like doing nothing good for myself. Because I just felt shit about doing one thing wrong. Um, and look, as much as you know, I'm not like the staple. I'm not like the leading figure for for how people are, but I feel like that's not just me. And I think it's like something that I never hear anyone kind of talk about it. Like just having those days where you just lose it from the the very beginning. Um, And yeah, I kind of just wanted to say that you don't have to you don't have to kill yourself. Obviously not, but I mean, like, you don't have to kill yourself and like beat yourself up about doing one thing wrong. Um, and just kind of really makes stuff so much harder for yourself, because I promise you, if you do one thing wrong, you can just come back from it. Like, I'm not. That sounds so easy, but like I tell myself this, and it's obviously sounds so easy, but it's like if I wake up late one morning, sleep through an alarm, or just go on my phone like for an hour before actually getting up, I'm like, oh wow, my day's still rolling. I've still got however many hours left in that day to just push and like actually give myself something to look back on and be happy with. So yeah, I think that's so crucial. You know, just stop, like really, really stop just thinking about stuff in the past. Like stop hanging on to it. I'm not talking I'm talking like in the last 24 hours, like let go of doing something wrong, you know? Like letting go of your past in relationships, that's a complete other story. But just letting go of yourself a little bit. Just being in free flow. Like, don't let one tiny thing just stop you from having a good day at all, because that turns from a good day into a bad couple of days, into a bad week, into a bad month, and that can just keep going. Like, that can keep going. I'm pretty sure my 2023 was literally just that for the whole year. And it took me for the new year, new me motivation to kick in before I got out of that. And it's like I look back and I'm like, why did I do that? I just kind of chose being sad just to be sad, because it was kind of easier. And like, oh, I need to hate myself because I'm not this great guy. I was pretty fat back then. Yeah, I was lazy. I didn't really do much. I wasn't great at any sports, you know. But it's like the reason I wasn't great is I spent a year like just bedrotting completely. And yeah, that's something I look back on with quite a lot of regret. Um, but I do appreciate it for kind of making me who I am now and making me look back and go, like, why was I like that? Because I know however hard it gets and however many days I have where it's like I'm feeling shit and I just kind of, that's the day done. I just want to feel bad. Yeah, I can push through because I don't want anything like that. So maybe I regret it, but I don't. It's not a regret of mine. I just feel bad looking back on that. So yeah, it's a bit of a long one today. Will it be out by the end of today? Hopefully, but